Hello. So today I'm here to talk to you about the game Loom, and this is part of the crowdfunding campaign that Moonsaga Workshop is doing. I did a video earlier about the really cool Mancala game IA, so check that out. And this is Loom. This is a tile placement, super puzzly game, has a solo mode and plays up to 5 players. And the solo mode is tricky and I really, really love it. So in this game, you are going to be using these different tiles to place out there, and you will be making 3 different types of patterns. You will be making circles, weaves, and chains, and the box doubles as the board. So it tells you, sorry, not circles, loops. It tells you when you have a loop, you will score 2 points per color in that loop. So for loops, colors don't need to match up, and in fact, when they don't, it's even better. Then you have weaves, which is where you get this nice square by placement. So when you do that, you get 2 points for every color in the weave. Also great. And then the last thing you can score for is chains. And you will get 1 point for each color of an item that is in the chain of the tile you just placed. So everything is based on the tile you just placed. So you will be keeping score at the end of your turn each turn. Because obviously, if you were to go back in the game, you're not going to remember who played what. So you will have 4 tiles in your hand and you play 1, you can play more. You will only ever get 1 more tile added to your hand at the end of the game though, or at the end of your turn. So you may not want to play all of them and only replenish to 1 unless it's really going to benefit you. So normally you just have your draw stack, you draw 1, add it to your hand, or you can use this drafting section so that there will be 3 tiles on draft as well as the stack, and you may pick 1 from here or 1 from the stack. This is considered advanced, but I don't really think that it's much harder. So when you are playing with 2 to 4 players, you use all of the colors except gray. And when you are playing solo, the gray tiles will serve as your timer for the game. Or if you're playing with 5 players, you will put the gray tiles in. So we shuffle everything up and then we randomly remove 4 tiles from the game that we will not know what they are, and they are just gone. We then take the top 4 tiles of our deck and we are going to make our center loop. Sorry. And you'll notice they're rectangles, but as long as you're placing them perpendicular, they don't always have to be perfectly lined up. So that is our starting loop. Now on your first go around, your first round, you're not going to score anything. So don't worry about that. It's starting in round 2 that you score. So you will then have 4 tiles in your hand. And you can't just place these anywhere because it sounds super simple. Like, oh, I just close a circle, I close a square, I do it with different colors, I get a bunch of points. Where's the trick? Trick is all of these cards have numbers on them. And that is how you find out where you get to play. So anything gray at the beginning, totally fine, and you can play next to it. Beyond that, while color doesn't matter, number does. You may only place a card or a tile next to it that is a difference of 1. So I can only place a 4 next to a 3 or a 5. 8 and 1 loop around. So 1 can be placed next to 2 or 8. 8 can be placed next to 7 or 2. That is it. So let's say someone goes and they place this 3 out here. So they've started a loop. So we've got a 3 here and here. So I can place somewhere else on the gray, or I can place a 2 or a 4 next to that 3. So I think I might do that. So I'm going to place that 2. And then this is one of those situations where I could be done with my turn and simply do the draft option or draw from the top of the deck. Or I could place another tile out, but because we don't score the first round, I'm not going to do that. Let's say this was farther into the game and I now place my 1. Any further tiles you play must be next to the tile you just played. I can't go all willy-nilly around the board. But I just completed this loop and I completed it with 4 colors. So that would score me 8 points, and I would draw my new card up. So you keep going like that until you are out of tiles, and then whoever has the most points wins. When you are playing solo, you have 8 turns to place as many tiles as you can. And you will have 6 tiles in front of you to place, and each round you will draw back up to 6. So you will place what you can or you want. You'll flip your timer, you'll draw back up to 6, and over those 8 rounds, you are going to try and get as many loops, weaves, and chains as possible. And then there is a scoring mechanism in there to tell you how well you did. And it is a challenge, but this game is great. It's puzzly, it's thinky, it's tiling. It looks great on the table. So I am loving Loom, and I love that it has that solo mode. So let me know, what do you think of this game? What do you think of tile laying games in general? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.